Yeah, every day I do this, never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improving. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. All dunks aside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
I put that time in, my pride is out the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back, step back, fast track, big lap, big facts. I'm past that, yeah. I'm trying to get ahead, get out the way. Now move forward, stand back, now break away. I'm about to bring it on.
I ain't never backing down.
Come and step up to the plate.
For my city, for my town.
I do whatever it takes.
I'ma go and get this crown. Oh, I'ma go all up around. I ain't never backing down.
Come and step up to the plate.
For my city, for my town.
I do whatever it takes.
I'ma go and get this crown. Oh, see the time, see the sights, see the sights, see the sights, yeah.
Once I get the feeling, nobody can stop me. Hit it, I'm on gold. Fitting all you foes. Once I'm on the road, I'm knocking out of the door. I got the range. If you wanna come and stand up to me, pull up on me now. If you wanna challenge, tell me, rookie, run up on me now. I'm on the road to the top and I'm not looking back. I'm on the road to the top and I'm not looking back.
I ain't never backing down.
Come and step up to the plate.
For my city, for my town.
I do whatever it takes.
I'ma go and get this crown. Oh, I'ma go all up around. See the sights, yeah.
Ich bin nicht allein, doch fühle mich einsam. Bin 0,0 mit meinen Gefühlen im Einklang. Seh mich nachher, folgt, doch fürchte das Scheitern. Ich tanz auf der Party, doch eigentlich würde ich gern heimfahren. Himmel hoch, jauchzen, zu Tode betrübt. Ich hätte gerne Sonne, doch der Mond, der genügt. Nur weil ich über exzellente Strophen verfüg, heißt das lange nicht, dass mein Herz sich nicht wohl anfühlt. Und ich weiß ehrlich selber nicht, woher das kommt. Auch am helllichten Tage sehe ich alles sehr verschwommen, als hätte man mir irgendwann einmal den Kern entnommen. Ich bin zu lang durch dieses tiefschwarze Meer geschwommen. Ich bin psychisch labil, ich fühle mich wie ein Freak. Nicht gegen die Welt, sondern gegen mich selbst führe ich den Krieg. Mich packt dieses kalte, leere Gefühl nach nem Sieg. Egal, was ich erreichen mag, genügen wird's nie. Doch ich kämpf weiter, mein Herz, mein Weg. Weiser der Selbstzweifler in mir, mein ständiger Begleiter. Doch ich lebe weiter, aufhören ist keine Option. Bekämpfe die eigenen Dämonen und besteige den Thron. Es zieht sich wie ein roter Faden durch mein Leben. Große Taten, wenig reden, denn der Tod erwartet nämlich jeden. Muss der rohen Angst entgegentreten. Mein Herz rast, Erinnerung schmerzhaft. Doch was mich nicht killt, macht mich stärker. Spür die Kraft in meinem Innern, nenn es Kernkraft. Und die Kraft, die mich runterzieht, Schwerkraft. Atme ein, atme aus. Kein Zurück, nur geradeaus. Die Gaffer stehen am Gartenzaun. Wann zerbricht sein Kartenhaus? Der Druck steigt, Lunge fragt, wo die Luft bleibt. Blut, Schweiß und Tränen schimmern leise im Moonlight. Brauch nicht mal eine Sekunde, nur einen Bruchteil. Glaub nicht an gut oder böse, wer ist schon schuldfrei? So Focus, ja alles in Slow Motion. Heder sehen wie Ameisen aus hier von hoch oben. Zerleg sie in Protonen, dreht sie im hohen Bogen durch die Galaxie weg auf dem Betonboden der Tatsachen. Glückssträhne folgen die Rückschläge, weil so viele dich fallen sehen wollen wie Hyänen. Sie trauen sich nicht zu träumen, rauben dir deine Freude. Sie haben täglich ihr Leben vor Augen, wie sie's vergeuden. Doch nicht mal einen Tag würde ich tauschen mit diesen Leuten. Sie fühlen sich erbärmlicher, auch wenn sie es verleugnen. Lacht ruhig, ich hab einen Traum, der mir was bedeutet. Los Junge, schau mir in die Augen, siehst du sie leuchten? Bling, bling, ich folg meinem Instinkt, so call me the Kingpin. Trag Gold in mir innen drin. Dein Motto ist los, los, mein Motto ist win, win. Sie nannten mich kleiner Versager, Trottel und Winzling. Während sie schliefen, habe ich weiter trainiert. Schreib auf Papier, alles was im Inneren brodelt, keine Zeit zu verlieren. Bin schon einmal krepiert, weil das Leben dir die Sonnenseite zeigt und wieder irgendeine Scheiße passiert. Doch der Street Fighter in mir will weiter marschieren. Vielleicht werde ich mich hin und wieder auf der langen Reise verehren. Er hat dich keine Manieren, vielleicht sind sie schöner, größer, reicher, aber im Ich-Sein bietet mir keiner die Stirn. Und ich steh noch nicht am Ende, scheiß aus Männchen mit der Sense. Sag ihm, cancel deine Pläne, wart nicht länger auf Geschenke. Ich steh kurz vor der Wende und sie heben erst die Hände für die lebende Legende. War der wortkarge Chorknabe, man nannte mich Laborratte. Habe nirgends dazugehört, Passagier ohne Bordkarte. Ich vertickte Mixtapes aus der Sporttasche. Klick, klick, Papier und Stift wurden zur Mordwaffe. In jeder Seele steckt ein König und ein Feigling. Du musst dich entscheiden, bist du heute Löwe oder Schweinchen. Werde ich mich von den Zwängen in mir lösen, bis ich frei bin? Oder hör ich auf die Chöre, die nur nörgeln, an mir zweifeln? Und ja, zu dem Erfolg dazu gehört natürlich Timing, aber wenn die Chance eintrifft, ja, ich schwöre, dass ich bereit bin. Ich visualisiere, wie ich kill und attackiere, wie ich split und massakriere und ein Gröle wie ein Viking. Lass die Traumata jetzt los. Sie verhöhnten mich als Kleinkind, doch ich löste mich. Ich bin ihnen nicht mehr böse, ich verzeih ihm. Nur im Battle bringe ich sie fürchterlich zum Weinen. Wie ein scharfes Katana spürst du, wie die Wörter in dich eindringen. Das ist eine Nachricht an mein früheres Ich. Die Zukunft macht dir große Angst, doch bitte fürchte dich nicht. Jedes ihrer Worte ist Licht und ist eine Bürde für dich. Doch sei dir sicher, dass ihr Licht schon bald in Kürze erlischt. Und klar hab ich Angst, der Gedanke daran zu versagen verkrampft meinen ganzen Verstand. Darum warte ich nicht lang, denn ich wachse daran. Ich durchbrach diese Wand und ich starte den Kampf.
Microphone check 1, 2. What it do? Hyder, I see you. What's up, Clown Prince? Well. To quote a famous YouTuber by the name of No Life Shack, check him out if you into like the dopest reactions. Like I find him the funniest. There are a couple of other guys, but he's like the toppest of the top tier when it comes to YouTube reactions for the latest drops. But if you are here for the dopest of African fighting game action, you are in the right place. I am Pfeiffer, as always, every week we bring it to you live. This is Crazy 8s. If it's your first time here, shout out to the long timers, shout out to the day ones, shout out to the new ones as well, because we hit that milestone of 500 followers, organic growth on this channel. I do very little in the way of hopping onto social media and talking about it. I only ever post when it's time to sign up in the communities that we're in, which you're not a part of. Exclamation AFGC if you want to join, if you're in the chat lurking. But tonight we need to have a look at this bracket and see what is going on as far as Crazy 8 is concerned. Miss Q. Okay, so this is going to be Murambi up against Dax. Then we've got Freezy Pops up against Irfan Pierce, Apollo CPT up against EE. I don't think I've seen him play before. And it can't be Eddie Sport 86 because Eddie Sport 86 played last week and he registered with a proper challenge account. And then we've got Hyder, who's in the chat as well, up against Arango Pedro. All matches are in order. My birthday, Hyder, thanks for asking, my dude. It was super chill. I spent it with my moms, I spent it with my brother, my sister, my wife, and my kids. And getting older definitely gives you perspective of where you place value, man. And I just really appreciated time on Monday, just spending time with my family, because as you get older, that's all you want to do, bro. I just want to be there for your peoples. You Eagle Eye, come on, bruh, come on. Acting all brand new, like I know who you is. Come up in here with duonyms, like using 2 letters to create like an online name. Come on, bruh. Apollo, baby, I see you. Apollo, one of the nicest people you ever meet in the FGC, like in terms of the fighting game and in terms of just meeting wholesome people. Probably gonna see you at CTS. Is it in October, September this year? Cause yeah. Dex, what up, my guy? What up? So Dex is competing for his first time in a Crazy 8 this evening. So if you don't know how the game go, there's a little scrolling banner at the bottom saying what you do and what it is. It is pools and brackets, first to 2 winners, losers, and grand finals is first to 3. Tonight, I will be putting some money into the Matcherino, but if you are feeling generous because there are 0 sponsor codes, exclamation Matcherino, all monies that is donated goes straight into the winner's PayPal account. Next week, when we do slot in the names that are missing as far as this thing goes, yeah, next week's the big one. You don't want to miss that out. No stream? Oh, you want to see Apollo's run? Shout out to Freezy Pops. Freezy Pops did some guest commentary last week, broke the ice. Talk about hitting the ground, skidding. That man was smooth on the mic last week. Shout out to the boy. Competing this evening for a spot in that grand finals for Crazy 8's number 33. We did switch up the format about 4 weeks ago after not having Crazy 8's for a little bit. And we're bringing you this absolutely new format. And I need to know from you guys, like, how you guys feeling about this format for Street Fighter 6? Because in terms of numbers, I'm looking at you, Clown Prince. Street Fighter 6 is the most played game in this country right now. And I dare want to say all of Africa from a competitive standpoint. Second only to probably Tekken, because I somehow always feel in my heart of hearts that the Tekken community, as far as a competitive standpoint, they just show up for the game, man. Ah, shit, wrong screen. Production fail. What was I saying? Tekken community always show up for the game, yeah. But in terms of an online presence and qualifying to go and compete at the highest level, Capcom Pro Tour, you should be seeing that link go in via the bot. Bionic is here, my man. One of the other nicest people that you run into as far as the FGC is concerned. Another wholesome dude. There's a clue of nice brassy in the FGC, just like genuine people. And speaking about genuine people, like, shouts to the homie Bionic, man. We bring that into focus for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see if there's too much glare on it. Yep, that's Bionic's work, man. Bionic is nice like that when it comes to art and games. He's just like dope, but he's just like dope as a human being as well. But be that as it may, we are going to get these matches underway. I am looking for Murambi and Dex. Dex, you can please join the room. I actually need to message you quickly because you are in the Street Fighter group. I don't think, but Dex, if you're watching in the stream, my guy, there's the passcode. The room is IM5. Let me just put that in here. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't be so trusting because there's some wackadoodles in the world. I can't just put the name of my room in the internet chat group, right, for the whole world to see and expect that humans are going to behave with common decency. Is that an absurd thing to expect in 2025? Where? Text. There we go. Sup, fam? No! Man. I hate it when that shit happens. This keep resetting my cursor all the time. Sorry, Dex, I take for granted that everybody who knows what is going on as far as Crazy it's concerned knows the room code, because I don't see a reason to change it, man. I just love people and I see the good and the light in them. I sent you a DM, Dex, with the room code, my guy. First time on the stream, 7 Arcade. What up? Welcome. How's it? First time on stream. Thanks for pulling up, my guy. We are here on a weekly basis, bringing you the hype as far as South African fighting game content. Well, when I say Southern Africa, I mean like Southern Africa, not just specifically South Africa, because we have people competing like from all across the great continent of Africa. And it was one of the most heartwarming things that happened to me on Monday was just seeing like the plethora of messages coming from all corners of the world, bruh. Denmark, USA, all across Africa. Yeah, I think I received some international love, and as far as my birthday was concerned, and it's as you get older, man. Like I said, like I started off the rip, just getting older, you just appreciate different things, man. Like half the things that I was worried about in my early 20s and in my 30s, now that I'm in my 40s, like I'm 42, and I'm out here still doing the thing that I love, and I get the opportunity to share it with other people. Like the goal is the goal, but I just take Africa to the world as far as fighting games is concerned. And one of my big hopes is that the internet connectivity in the broader African landscape gets to a point where we can all interact and connect consistently and just show what other scenes exist besides the ones that we already are like aware of. There's a scene in Egypt, there's a scene in Morocco, there's a scene in Cameroon, I think there's a scene in Congo, DRC, there's a scene down here. So there's like all these little hot pockets of FGC all across Africa, and I feel like when the internet gets to that point where Africa can actually compete as a continent, then it's going to be a dope day for the FGC. You in? Sweet. Murambi! Come on, man. Murambi said he thought it was at 7:30. Murambi, I understand, my guy. Being a father and having life sometimes throws you off because you just set things on autoplay in the back of your mind. You just run on autopilot, and you can just run on autopilot. It's so easy just to get comfortable. But I think one of the things of growing up in the 80s, I'm an 80s baby and a 90s kid, is like I came out at the time when music was just going against the grain, and there was like a lot of revolutionary and pioneer-ish types things happening in the world in terms of music. Our country was going through a lot of changes as well, coming out of the former government into the new one. Standing in an arcade playing games, bruh. Now we're doing it online. Like, the game is still the game, but just how we share it is just a lot easier. You can just log onto the internet and just enjoy someone doing something, and it doesn't matter like what you're into, because there's just about streams for everything. But the FGC will always have my heart, man. This is my love. Like, my wife knows. She even made like a Facebook post about it. Like, I got so hyped at the Marvel token announcement. I told her straight up, like, yo, baby, I don't know what it is about this life, but like, I live in a timeline where I'm married to you, and Sony and Arc System Works and Marvel just announced like a secret fighting game that nobody had any idea of, and that game looks bananas. Like, the first playable beta that pops up for that game, I'm definitely going to try, because I'm super stoked for whatever Arxis is going to cook up, purely because Guilty Gear Strive is how I got started doing all this. And man, Guilty Gear Strive is a bang of a game. It's a pity that the netcode is absolutely broken if you live in the great continent of Africa. It was super solid when the game dropped. It was just PC to PC. Then they introduced PC to PlayStation, and we thought that was going to be the holy grail as far as online net play is concerned. I had like my plans for that game in terms of competitive was where we are at right now. I had those same bold ideas and vision for that game, because that game was popping, my guy. And then there were a couple of tests that happened over some time. And it just didn't pan out, man. They introduced full crossplay, and that kind of just broke the netcode, bruh. It like just became jank as fuck. But it looks like we're gonna get into this first match now. Let me bring your game audio in. Okay, Dax on the left, Murambi fighting with these demons on the right. Jeez, I need to get me some water. Okay, the tap, checking the temperatures, Murambi early. We show each other. I've got blue stuff. Okay. Ooh, I like the spacing on that crouch medium kick. Dax optimal with the range. Murambi says, let me breathe, son. It's too early for the smothering. This is round 1. We playing first to 2. Okay, we're back where we started. Murambi with the flame on dip shenanigans. Gets the throw off Dax. That drive bar looking unhealthy. Might need to see a doctor because a sick combo from Murambi will put him in the ICU as far as drive bar is concerned. Oh, the overhead lands! Murambi. Perfect play on the overhead to take the first round. This is number 3 for Crazy 8's IM5 qualifier for next week's Grand Finals exclamation match Reno. If you want to put some money in the machine. Whoop! Side switch. Okay. Dax trying to get something started here. Okay. Ooh, sneaky, cheeky. But no dice. Oh, Murambi now. Trying to get himself out of this corner. Empty jump for nobody. Oh, big right hand. Is he going to level 3? No, he does not spend it. I believe. Okay, we've seen that one twice now. Murambi is going to spend the CA. No, that could have killed my guy. Leaving food on the table. You ain't hungry. In burnout. Chip him out. Hit him with the Dorito mix. Murambi holds on. Manages to take the game. Dax. Let's see how he adjusts. Okay. Picking up where we left off. Strong start. Nah. Hold up. It's my turn. Let me play. Dax need to take advantage of the fact that the drive bar is low, but Murambi back in the green. Green means go. Ooh, no pickup. Dive kick pressure. Murambi just completely focused on sticking his hands and feet out, making sure he interrupts any type of momentum that Dax tries to get going. And Dax struggling right now. Punish counter throw is in the life deficit. Jinrai. Okay. Need to close it out now. Ooh, one touchy. Nice punish counter. Ooh. Could have baited out something on wake up there, Dax, but overzealous ends up playing with around Murambi now 1 round away from closing out first match. Trying to qualify and put himself in winner's side. It's an easier ride. Level 2. Should be able to get the pickup here. We see him do this week in, week out. Not the way I envisioned that pickup going, but we take those. Okay. Maybe Dex got first tournament game nerves. I don't know if this man's a regular on stream or what's his vibe, but I feel like it might be first game jitters getting to him, because you can see he knows where he wants to be and what he wants to do. The showings of what could potentially happen in the next set definitely there. GG's to Murambi. Moving on. Let me just get back into the spectator seat. And then as far as your next match is concerned, let's see what he do. I need to be here quickly while I wait for that to happen. So this is gonna be Freezy Pops up against Irfan. Yes. Must be an interesting one, because I know that Freezy Pops is very nice with the camera, but I don't know how often he plays Irfan. I think at master level they should probably run into each other a lot and should be familiar with each other's game. That Irfan matchup is that's a tricky one, man. Freezy, what you got though? Freezy well known for not backing down from any smoke. This man runs in. You might as well be a firefighter, chat. Let me message the boy Irfan. Cool. Irfan's received the message. It shows me 2 ticks, so he should be on his way shortly. Freezy looks like this man is ready to go. The geyser is spouting, chat. Nothing but flames, 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 flames. Where's my screen that I'm looking for? It's this one over here. Oh, where? Irfan is the final boss. Catch you guys in loser. La, la, la. Freeze is clean with the camera. Absolutely, Domkop. I've seen this man play, but man says that he wants to take the story to the next level. Speaking about taking things to the next level, how nice was that Sagat trailer though? And how Sagat is just able to go through projectiles with a tiger knee. I feel like that is going to be such an interesting matchup to see. And I think he has some good anti-JP tools, man. Not just anti-Bison tools, anti-JP tools as well. Like that crouch medium kick is like such a good poke from distance. My Muay Thai brother. Tiger knee is kind of like the crack shoot, my guy. But let me think. I think Joey Gashi. Wait. I want to get my facts straight before I go on a rant here. I just need to check something quickly. Fatal Fury 1 release date. Let's see. Came out in November 1991. Okay, looks like the game is coming. SF2 release date. 7th of March. Aha! Okay, they are in. This is poolside. Okay, Freezy starting early with the wave check. Finds himself in the corner with a full stack of drive bot. Irfan with a good parry. Okay, the parry wasn't perfect, but that jump was... Oh, did not connect. Must have ran out of airtime, chat. Network must have been down. The ice cream machine was broken. Oops. Quick pickup after that unsportsmanlike drop in the corner after he spaced that jump so neatly. Okay. Switching sides now. Freezy pops with the Banaku. With the Banaku. Okay, nice overhead. Okay. Freezy connecting the dots. Goes for the hard knockdown mid-screen. Irfan with the interrupt. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Take him to the dance floor. 5, 6. Will he survive the mix? 7, 8. It is too late. Get fun with game number 1. Nice A to A. Woo! Okay, we spinning bar now. We don't want him up close and personal. No, sir. Get out my DMs. I don't like you like that. Jump light kicks kind of connect differently in this game. I don't know if it's a frame 1 link that you need to get, but SNK games are a little bit more lenient if you connect with jump kick. I think you still get a full starter from jump kick. Ashy! Where's Ashy? Ashy got the SNK tech. Are you in chat, Ashy? Keep me honest here. Oh, Irfan! What is going on? Freezy withstanding the blizzard, keeping cool in the face of absolute heat in that. Whoa! That block string was nasty. Irfan burnt himself out. That's how nasty that block string was. 4 medals. 1 mix into a... I don't even know what the throw is called. Yep. The painted block string. You have to respect it. Oh, Irfan says no. Let me spin some bar. Oh, you can't armor through that. I respect the reactions, Freezy. Okay. Ooh. Just a smidge early on the drive rush, medium kick for the plus frames. Finds himself in the corner now. Irfan Freezy needs to make something happen here if he wants to go 1-1 in this pools match. Irfan applying pressure. Oh, the punish counter on the reaction. Oh, finds to confirm it. There's nothing new under the sun, chat. Going out the same way he came in. Irfan moving on, winner side. Breezy, I think you prophesied against yourself there, my guy. You said, see you in losers. You see what the power of the tongue is. The Bible says, that which you speak, so it shall be, my guy. Okay, your bracket looks a little bit like this. Murambi, you said Irfan is the final boss, so you get first pickings. Next up is going to be Apollo CPT up against the Eagle Eye. I haven't seen Eagle Eye play in a competitive format on this stream for a hell of a long time, but I know Eagle Eye is nice like that. Did put in some work at Red Bull Kumite. Do I have my facts straight, Eagle? Do I got it like that? Do I speaketh the truth? No! I'm not here to fight nobody. I don't want the smoke, but I'll commentate the smoke. Definitely here to talk you guys through what's going on in the evening. Now I'm ass. Ah, come on, man. It's tough to swallow. you guys were in chat preaching, you know, dropping bars, speaking things into existence, and I mean, as you spoketh into the world, so it shall be. That is the power of the tongue. What does the Bible say? The power of life and death lies in the tongue. So what you speak out, what you utter, you know, you give life to it. I mean, when God spoke, he said publicly, let there be light, and there was light. So if you say, I'm gonna go to losers like Freezy, and then you go into losers, how do you join? EE, you know what, my guy? Let me just, I'm gonna put it in the FGC communities chat. You can find it there. I'll reply to that, and then you can see it there. Add a reply. The room code is right there on the screen, EE. There we go. Okay, I sent it to you on Twitch as well, so you can just check your Twitch whispers, like your Twitch inbox. You can go and peep it in there as well. Apollo bringing out the id this week. Like with Apollo, you never really know like who is gonna play until he shows up into the match. Like Apollo, do you have a dice like with different characters' names on, right? And then whenever you play, you just like roll the dice and say, give me Luke, and then you like roll the dice, and then it lands on Ed, and you go fuck, and then you play Ed anyway. Irfan, what you sending here in my DMs? What hate are you talking about? No hate, bruh. All facts, no printer. We keep the ink flow steady, my guy, cause you know, When we put it out there, we give it life. When you pen it down. But other than that, I need to get water, man. Yara. I don't have a cup here. EE, did you get the message, my dude? EE, talk to me. On Discord. Oh man. I thought, jeez, bro. We are miscommunicating here, my dude. Eagle, I don't have you on Discord, my guy. Are you in my Discord? Let's see if you are in my Discord. You are. There you go, bud. In Discord. Wow, somebody that uses Discord. I'm so shocked. I didn't even know what to do. I was just like, yo, Discord? Somebody actually that uses it? What do you mean I can't be calling you random, bruh? That wasn't random. That was absolutely calculated. I'm checking messages all side. WhatsApp, Discord. I'm in the chat. Brain freeze. Bruh, that proxtering that you did there when you burnt yourself out, like, I didn't even know that was a thing, bruh. Like, where did that come from? Like, is that a cryptic brainchild moment where you were just like pressing buttons, or is it like a trial and error string that you just sat down and like labbed, like you pressed the buttons until you calculated like, okay, this button is that many frames, the recovery is so many frames, if I do this button, that command normal chains into that, I'm plus on block here for so many frames, that means I can do this. Is there like a specific timing or sequence that you thought of? Like, maybe how did you come up with it? I don't think I've ever seen a non-player do that. It's fake. Oh, Freezy. Yo, that man. See, now I would have got caught by that cuck if I saw that cuck online. Freeze is out here saving people in real time. Freeze is the hero we needed that we didn't know we needed. More to do with the conditioning on the other player to stay grounded. Like, look at the level of the mind games that is going on in the Street Fighter players, bro. Hey, man. No, man, this Ed theme is a banger. I was thinking about it earlier when the stream started, right? I was listening to it. Like, if you get to the second verse in this song, like this brother just go. I don't know what he's saying in German, but it sounds like this brother got bars. He's like spitting some hot shit. Okay, EE playing Cammy. Okay, 1-2 check. That's gonna be the round. Nice. Okay. Apollo spinning the bar to keep the pressure. Oh. Gets him with the bungee gum. Oh, they get off me. Apollo's just peppering with the bungee gum. Ah! Apollo with a quick 1-2. Taking the first game. Okay, round start, fireball, drive, rush, punish, counter. You were a little bit too far from your opponent to make that blockstring. Woo! In this game, that has to be one of the juiciest things that you can get. When you bait out the DP and you get that full punish counter as they land. Oh my lord. That's like, as far as dopamine is concerned for me in this game, like that's one of the things that I absolutely look forward to. Getting that sweet punish counter, and like the higher your level goes in this game, the harder it gets to set up that kind of thing, and it makes it feel even more rewarding, so you get an even harder dopamine hit. Right now giving me a dope. Wait, go the other way. Hold up. I want to see Blue Mary and Poison on stage. He's going the wrong way. Yes, that way, go. No. There we go. They was fine. Okay, Apollo trying to get... Oh no, dream combo? Woo! Okay, hitting him with the flash tip. Ah, that is going to be it. G to the GG's. Apollo making quick work of his matchup, securing himself a spot in the winner's side. Going 0-2 is Eagle Eye. Next up is going to be Hyder. Hail Hyder. Going up against Arango Pedro. Spectator is activated. Apollo, you can leave the battle slot now, bro. There's nobody left to beat up, my guy. You secured your spot in winners. Just so the chat can also see what the bracket is currently looking like. You can see there your winner's side is shaping up nicely, as is at losers round 1. It is going to be Murambi up against Irfan Pierced on you. And then Apollo CPT up against whoever is going to come out the victor versus Hyder and Arango Pedro. The people that are qualifying are moving on into this part of Crazy 8's happening next week. So we are looking to fill in those last 2 names. One for winners and then one for losers. Cool. So yeah, man, it's been an absolutely dope 4 weeks of competition. I don't know, new player, you. You're just gonna switch it on me. Okay, I respect it. That's something that I like. I can't even justify picking up another character in this game. Like, I feel so guilty every time I want to pick another character to play. Not because the character I'm playing isn't fun. It's exactly because of that. Like, Ken is so much fun to play at a casual level. And I don't feel like playing anyone else, man. Like, I'm gonna try Sagat. At least I want to try Sagat. I did play Terry for a bit as well, and I really liked how Terry played. I was never my player in Fatal Fury, but the point I was making earlier on, I almost got my wires crossed in and around where the first Tiger Knee came from, because we were talking about that Sagat DLC, right? I thought that Joey Gashi was the originator of the Tiger Knee, but no, Street Fighter 2 did come out first, so the Tiger Knee would be the first forward advancing move with the knee in fighting games ever. So shout outs to the Capcom design team for Street Fighter 2, man. That game pioneered a whole ton of shit in terms of giving characters their own unique movesets and personality, even though some of them were just refinements of earlier ideas. And that just shows that fighting games is always taken the existing thing, and that's speaking to Irfan's point that he made earlier in chat. Is like, he said that in the first, I think he said the first round or the first match, he hardly used the command throw. And that's one of the things about fighting games, man. You got to be able to peel back those layers slowly over time, right? Think of fighting games like an onion. So many layers, and if you show like your core layer round start 99 seconds, then you aren't going to be successful in fighting games. You're going to find yourself very frustrated, and you'll keep asking yourself, like, why am I losing? Like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And that's like that gradual progression of understanding. And fighting games have gone to the point now where we are breaking down the technical aspect of games in frames. Like, we never had frame data in the arcade. You just went in there and played and learned how to interact with things after you've seen someone do it, and you would lose to something legit if you didn't know what was happening and you weren't able to connect the dots as to why it was happening, because we didn't have training mode where you could go and sit the dummy to do something and then understand, like, yay. We used to call it coward. If your ass got smoked by the same string or the same setup, people used to say it's coward. Bro, when the coward, the man coward, you'll take. No, bruh, nobody's cowarding. You aren't respecting the block string, or you aren't expecting or respecting the mix, and you keep getting mixed by it. We call it getting mixed now. It's called getting mixed. That's basically what it evolved into. We didn't even know it was called the mix back then. Like, nah, bro, you got mixed. No, bruh. You het me gekauwd. Just thinking about hearing people in the arcade saying that shit out loud, no? And you knowing that this bruh isn't doing anything that is cowardly, or he's not cheating. You just don't know what the interaction is, and you keep getting hit by it. And that's how you learned in the arcade, bruh. You got moored with the same thing over and over and over and over again until you either learned to respect it on Wake Up, or you found counterplay. But it wasn't always that easy, man. Shout out to 2025, bruh, and being able to live in the era where fighting games is now. Someone said, mix! Uit hy man gechicken. That Arango Pedro still offline. Let me add the homie. I thought he's in chat. Hey man, African internet connections, guys. We need to be. Okay, I added him. It's now 10 to 8. We'll give him until 5 to respond. Once he gives us a response or not, we'll know whether or not to advance Hyder. But coming back to it, my chicken, Fireblazer, when last did I hear that, man, bro? That is a throwback. It is Thursday today, so it's only right that we keep the nostalgia all the way turned. Shout outs to the homie Royce. Happy birthday, my guy Jay-Z. Still not the GOAT. Said what I said. Not Royce catching smoke on stream. But yeah, where was I? Uit my chicken. Murambi, you from Kenya, bro. You've also been playing fighting games for like the eons and the time spans that go back before time when Gandalf was there, right? What did you guys call getting mixed in Kenya when you were playing in the arcades? Did you guys even have arcades, bro? Tell me about Kenya fighting game culture, bro. These people in the chat, you know, from all over the world, and we don't even know what arcade culture, fighting game cultures, like, we just interact and we take for granted that we get access to these people on a daily basis. The internet has really made accessibility for communities like ours like one of the dopest things that you can have, because this wasn't possible before. I didn't think standing in an arcade next to Irfan in the 90s that he'd be playing in a tournament that I'd be hosting. Know what I'm saying? Bionic and Sunny as well, they were playing Street Fighter 4 back in the day, bruh. Like, did we ever take time to sit and think, like, how kakduidelik it is that we can just enjoy fighting games on a global scale? There's no... Bruh, take me back. Street Fighter 4 is still too early, bruh. That's like the dark ages, when we came out of the dark ages. Like, did you play fighting games in the 90s? I don't know if I'm putting you on the spot here, bruh. You're welcome to say you no longer want to engage, or no, or whatever the case may be. I'm just curious, like, while we're all on stream, you know, just like light bulb moment, what are fighting game cultures like in other African countries? You played MK back then. Interesting. What was your first game that you played, bruh? SF4 saved the FGC. 100% correct, bruh. It cannot be understated how pivotal that game is to rejuvenating an entire culture after all the cuck that happened in the mid 2000s. MK1 through 3. Yeah, I also played MK1 through 3. I fell off after Ultimate Mortal Kombat. I didn't like 3D Mortal Kombat. It just felt weird to me. It almost felt like Mortal Kombat wanted to be Tekken in a way. And for me, that was just like, nah. Okay, chat, it does not look like Arango Pedro is able to make it. Where's Juju? I know Juju always want the smoke. Freezy, I know you got Juju on speed dial. Let that man know. If you want the smoke, there's a spot. He's on holiday. God damn. Zaid Zendo, I can jam. Zaid, do you want the, you know what, Zaid? Me and Irfan were talking about you last night. Irfan! What were we saying about this, bro, last night, my bro? Zaid Zendo, please add me in the group chat or just send any message in the SF Beatings and Motivations and I'll just reply with the room code. Quick, fast. I can't find you now. WhatsApp on PC is stupid. Or maybe I'm stupid because I don't spend enough time understanding. Oh, wait. Arango Pedro just magically appeared. 1954 Arango Pedro. My bro. Zaid, I'm sorry, my bro. That man showed up like on the last possible stroke. But you know what, Zaid? With your permission, can I put you down for next week's Crazy 8s qualifier? Not next week, week after next qualifier, because next week we're going to have the finals. I'm sorry, my bro. I did not mean to blue tick you. Can I put you down? Sweet. Kegi, I'm 36 years old. You schooled both of us, bruh. You schooled both of us. We thought you were like, well, at least me. But your names are new, so you guys are young to us because we mostly know who is the regulars as far as online play and tournament play is concerned. Like, that's the thing, man. You like never know who's who or who's coming out because, yeah, bruh, Irfan, that's his age, my guy. Okay, guys, I'm back. I need to go get water because I'm not gonna make it through any of the further matches if I don't have any other form of lubrication. No Diddy. I'm back. I'm back. Let me send Arango the code. Reply there. No! You mother. Okay, where my ears? Right though, where were we? Arango, I sent you the room code and stuff. Popman, Irfan and I were talking last night, right? And I was talking or upselling the benefits of just adapting to leverless in terms of movement, because he said his biggest challenge right now with his leverless controller is the fact that his movement isn't the same as it is on his D-pad, right? So I said what helped me was just lifting weights, but I just doing forearm training. It just increases that wrist dexterity and it just stabilizes your wrist after a while, bruh. Like, I've been playing pad since PlayStation 1, right? Well, not I can't actually, let's be honest. I played fighting games on Super Nintendo. Not Super Nintendo, fuck, I'm doing cack. I didn't play fighting games Super Nintendo. I had a Sega Mega Drive. Nintendo Entertainment System, aka Golden China, aka TV game. I played the trash port. I don't even know if it was an official port of Street Fighter or if it was a bootleg, but I played that shit. So I played fighting games like on pad since you were able to play fighting games on pad. And having to learn how to maneuver a leverless and using button inputs and getting used to that type of cut, that's a completely different ball game, bro. No, god damn it. Okay, there we go. Scoreboard updated. Here we go. We had the golden star. I think we had the same one, bruh. I think we had the exact same one. You 45 and DI is a curse. Shout out to the grown man gang in chat. Shout outs to the grown man gang. Bionic, can you please have some decorum in my chat, please? In the forearm workouts, get your finger game up. My guy. Not everybody have that claw grip, bruh. I can't play with a claw grip. That is such a weird way to play fighting games. Like, when I see people play with a claw grip, it's such a fascinating way. Okay. What's fascinating right now is Arango Pedro pulling off this level 3. Has the buff for the extensions. Plugs it into the court. Ooh! Hyder with the clean neutral jump. Sniping out that attempt to extend that pressure. Puts himself in burnout now. Is 3 stacks. Locked and loaded. Hyder. Will he spend it? No anti-air. Could have taken the round there. Hyder. Living on a prayer right now. Goes for the level 2. Chat, keep me honest here. Does Ed's level 2 have inval frames on startup? Is that a true thing? Must I respect that on wake up? No. So he just called it out. Ida with an absolute wild call out. So Bobman, I was taught by a bra called Tawhite. His real name is Stanton, but his nickname is Tawhite. So I managed to learn how to do fireball and tatsu motions by just, on the Cape Flats we say steel met die oog. Just learn by observation. I just completely watched for hours how older kids, well, the teenagers, because I was like 7 at the time, right? So I was just watching the teenagers play the game. Okay, character switch. Yeah, thought as much. So I learned how to tatsu and how to fireball, and what set play was like on Street Fighter 2, watching other people older than me do it, right? But I could never get the DP, and we used to mash the input. Shout out to all the homies that used to frave. If you're from the era of fraving to get out the DP, then your knee should be paining right now, You should be married with kids. But I think it took me like maybe 3 months into playing Street Fighter 2, because I'd come to the arcade on a Saturday, And I just stand there, bro, watching the older kids play. And whenever the Ken matchup was on, when the DP ripped, I saw that they had complete control over the input and that they weren't mashing the input. And then one day, like, I really wanted to know because that was a gap in my gameplay. I was getting jumped in and I just wasn't able to anti-air. And I knew, like, once I learned how to do that, that was gonna unlock so many things for me. Oh, Arango Pedro spamming the DI. Either you know you have counterplay options to that, right? You know you can react to that. That is not an unreactable interaction. But yeah, bruh, I just watched and then Stanton taught me the input for the DP. And that was it, bruh. It was like I was in a dark room and somebody turned on the lights, bruh. My life was never the same. After that, that's the first time I fell in love with fighting games. Okay, Ida is not in love with getting his ass kicked right now. Arango Pedro looking to send this man to the loser's side. God damn! Arango Pedro showing up late, but putting that work in. That man clocked in and said, boss, I'm ready for overtime. Catch these hands, Haida. Putting Haida into the loser's bracket in a hurry. Talk about coming in hot. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, any day now. OBS, you're making me look bad. There we go. Finally. So we are going to be continuing on in loser's side. It is going to be Dax up against Freezy Pops, Eagle Eye up against Hyder, and that should fill out your losers quarters. Then we're going to go top side, winners semis, Murambi up against Irfan, Pierce Apollo up against Arango Pedro to fill in those losers quarters. And we keep the action on the losers side, losers quarters, losers semis. Then we dip up to winners finals, which is going to be first to three, losers finals first to three, and grand finals first to three. As per the text on the screen right now, that is the progression and the order of things. Yeah, man. Some good opening action as always in Crazy 8s. We're slow to start, but once that bracket gets locked in, the games get quick and the pace thickens. Losers first always, my dude. Losers first always. We do not run winners first. We run losers first over here because we need to get these guys. We need to get Dax, Freezy Pops, EE, and Ida. We need to get someone here into losers quarter. So winners can chill. You know, winners can chill. Is that the bar? Yo, I've been obsessed with bars since that new Clips album came out, no? Because yo, Malice at 52 is just showing up like he never left, bro. This is like a masterclass on the fact that true art never dies, man. When you are a master at what you do and you love the craft of it, even if you don't do it for X amount of time, you can just come back and remind people why you are them, why you is him. I had to do some work, but you're putting up again. No stress, my guy. No stress, no stress. Come on, Murambi, you were resident here, my bro. You were citizen. Like, you are... Murambi, you're too long in the game to be asking how things go on Crazy 8s, my guy. Murambi, you need to step it up, bro. You need to step it up. It's July of 2025. I gave you a freebie because you thought it was 7:30. Gave you a free one. The free ones are done. You know, in Mario, if you knock the thing, and sometimes you get a mushroom, other times you get a coin. You had your mushroom, buddy. Only coins from here out. Yo, shout out to Lal in chat. Winner of last week's Crazy 8s will be getting his run back up against Noodles next week for the finals. That one is going to be a banger to start things off because holy shit. Those two have squared up so many times on Crazy 8s. And Noodles is always smoking Lyle. So will Lyle be able to have his moment? Freezy Pops, very familiar with this Ken matchup. So he's going to look to shut down whatever. No! No, nice anti-air. Okay, Dax. I don't know if he's a little bit more settled in. I didn't even check this man's rank. Remember, this man got master with Ken. I respect it. Okay, let me close that one. There we go. Yeah, my screens is messed up here, chat. I have yellow windows open and I don't know if I'm looking left or right or both directions at the same time. But moving in the right direction now is Freezy, getting himself out of this corner, checking that stand heavy kick. Into the corner we go. Okay, looks like Death by 1,000 Cuts might get activated as the skin goes into burnout off the end of this combo. He does not need to spin any bot, takes the round. Freezy. This man is throwing. He's almost reaching room temperature. Oh! Oh! Dax not looking too hot off that wake up DP. Nobody home. Oh, dive kick on your doorstep. Nobody home. Woo! Which way did it go? Which way did it go? The dive kick over the fireball is clean. No, sir. That is going to cost you. Freezy keeping it simple. Yes, this is Dax's first tournament. Arango actually tagged this man in chat earlier today when I posted that there's one more spot available. Definitely some new blood in the ranks today. Freezy Pops game number 1, potentially looking to send Dax out of his first Crazy 8s. You always remember your first time, man. I was 15 years old when I won my first tournament. King of Fighters 97. Yo, reminiscing audio in my brain. Thinking about that Saturday when I won that tournament. Like, that moment of silence I just had was a victory lap in my brain. Irfan, you cannot nerf the day that you fell in love with this thing, bruh. It's why we still here, man, bro. What? I actually need to get out the calculator because I'm not actually gonna break my brain doing math this late on a Thursday night. So what is it? Give and take 33 plus some years I've been playing fighting games. Oh, talking about dirty, man. Look how dirty Freezy is in the second round. Absolutely smoking. Big Freeze looking hot as he keeps himself in this qualifier for Crazy 8's number 33. Moving on. Losers quarters. Dax, GG's to you, my guy. Shot for the H-stick. We are sad to see you go, but hate that you have to leave, my guy. So Dax, we do this every week. Besides next week, we do qualifiers because we are trying to lock in 2 more spots here. Okay. I didn't even know y'all were ready like that. Okay, you guys keeping me on point. Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, okay. Okay. There you go, Ida, and there you go, Ida and Eagle Eye. You guys want to run the fade that bad? No, man. Reset score. Come on, come on, come on, scoreboard. Do the thing, do the thing. Okay, throw to start. Eagle Eye, you know, the fact that this man gets to play back-to-back Ed matches after he wasn't doing too hot in that first match up against Apollo, also against the Ed. Let's see. Maybe this is a pace that is... Woo! Okay, what's going on right now? Because this isn't the same Cammy we saw playing versus Apollo. This man looks a lot more comfortable going in to the tail end of that first round. Starting to find his stride. Okay, Hooligan throw. Ryder, perfectly timed. Get off me. Finds himself in the corner now. Ooh, disgusting. Does have the bar and the meter. Should be able to close this out. Nothing fancy. Keep it simple, kid. Yes, Eagle Eye game on the board. I don't know why you're doing this to yourself, but just play Ryu, my guy. Just play Ryu. Your tournament qualifying life depends on it at this point, my guy. Pick your strongest character, run your game. Give yourself a fighting chance. Ed is so bad into Cammy. Did they nerf Ed? Nerves got the best of you, not used to playing tournament. Dax. If anything, I hope that this experience ignites a fire inside of you. You know, I hope you catch the bug to compete at this level, because ultimately, I don't think I've seen the last of you. They made it fair. Nerves is a part of it. The first tournament I played as an adult after years of not playing in tournaments was the Guilty Gear Strive tournament hosted by my boy Sins. Shout out Sins. One of the OG members of doing tournaments and shit. Like, his tournament was the first tournament I've entered. It was a tournament for Guilty Gear Strive, and that tournament I placed 4th. Like, nobody knew who I was or where I came from, and I just been playing Strive with my homies, and I had so much fun in that tournament, bro. But I had to take like a few shots of whiskey. I had like a bottle there and a shot glass, bro, in every match before the match start, just to calm my nerves, bro. I had legit tournament nerves. I had legit tournament nerves, bro. So I understand the feeling, man. It's just one of those things, bro. Okay, Hyder getting knocked square on the noggin out of this qualifier for Crazy. It's the last chance qualifier. Okay. Next up is going to be winners semis. It is going to be Murambi versus Irfan, Apollo versus Arango. Then we go losers, quarters, losers semis, winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals. And that is going to be the order of the matches for the rest of this qualifier for next week's grand finals for Crazy 8. I don't know if you guys are enjoying the action. I certainly am enjoying hanging out with all of you. Shout outs to all of y'all for showing up week in and week out, showing the channel support, making it all the way to 500 followers this week. Jeez, like, we've come a long way. It's like a milestone. Not like a milestone, it is a milestone. It's just like, I don't think I ever started out doing tournaments and shit as a TO for like the numbers and shit. Like, the only thing I really grinded for at the beginning when I started streaming was just so that I could get Twitch affiliate, because people said they weren't able to get transcoding. When you stream on Twitch, right, if you aren't a Twitch affiliate, if you don't meet like certain metrics that they need you to hit as a new streamer, you don't get the affiliate thing, and it gives you access to subs, emotes, blah blah blah. Like, there's their own technical side, but I just did it for transcoding, and I never, outside of that, ever like hustled for followers or just like hit it that hard in terms of trying to grow as a platform. I've always just loved doing tournaments and seeing people enjoy fighting games, because I enjoy fighting games. I think I enjoy talking about fighting games now more than I enjoy playing fighting games. And when I say talking about it, I mean talking about it in the competitive capacity, watching people play and just sharing that. That's just kind of where I am right now. Do I want to play more fighting games? Yes, but like, there's just other games that I enjoy more. And I was listening to Max say something today on YouTube where he said that as a content creator, he's learned that he's someone that when you do this as a job, the fighting games that you love, they become stale very quick. There's 100% people, and he made an example of Justin Wong. Like Justin Wong is one of those people that Justin Wong, you can log onto his stream and see him absolutely play at the highest level week in and week out, and that's just what you're gonna get from Justin because that's just who he is. But for Max, in order to keep his sanity as a streamer, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Accept the score again. And Max said that in order for him to keep finding reasons to do this, he's okay with not being god tier at fighting games, and then just the discovery process keeps him coming back and learning. Like people say they need to play and get rust off in a certain amount of time. Like I'm permanently rusty like him. I always feel like I'm in a state of, oh shit, that's new. Wow, I didn't know I can do that. Oh, that's working. Oh shit, I don't know. Like I jumped into rank last night just to see where I'm at again because I'm not consistent with ranking this game. And I got smoked by an Elena because I didn't know the matchup. I didn't know what to expect, what this bra's doing, what's fake, what's real. I just got smoked. But I'm pretty sure that if I should play someone that can play Elena, I'll learn a lot of things and how to approach the matchup and how to do things differently. But that's not the nature of me playing this game. I'm just not consistent at rank. Not because I don't like playing rank. I just like playing other things more. Yeah, Bionic, can you have... This man have no sense of shame. First he said, must put your fingers in it. Now this man is saying he don't scuttle for followers, but plugging himself. Shameless self-promotion. Go follow my boy Bionic. He's nice like that. Speaking of nice like that, I don't know if the command is working, eh? Exclamation CPT because I updated it. Yeah, the command isn't working. That's odd. Did I do something wrong? Because I know I updated the command. Let me try again. Hey! I don't know what was wrong, chat. So if you do want to play at the highest competitive level in an official Capcom setting, sign up to the Capcom Pro Tour. Get Washed is happening. It is the second event out of 5 qualifying events where your best of 3 score will count towards the top 8 regional finals and moving on winner's side. Was that 2? Yep. That was 2. While I was busy fixing the Capcom Pro Tour link, that winners finals match went by. I don't know if I'm slow or if Irfan just speedran that match because holy shit, I wasn't ready. Can you give me fair warning next time? Like, can you be like, maybe I'm gonna speedrun this cack. Okay, next up should be Arango Pedro. Man is chilling. Switch update. Yep. Man was chilling, ready. Oh wait, we get to see the new stage. God, the level of detail on this stage is so dope. Like, if this was accessible to me as a lighty that grew up on the Cape Flats and that there was no internet and shit and you actually had to go outside and play with friends, Yo, bro, I'd lam outside all night. You make a fire, and you just stand around the fire and tell stories with your brass all night. You just talk. You just talk cack all night. Yo. This is some dope ass artwork. When I see what Capcom did with Street Fighter 6's art style, then I understand why Fatal Fury is doing so bad. Fatal Fury isn't doing bad because it's not a fun fighting game to play. It's doing bad because it just doesn't look as good as Tekken and Street Fighter. Like, it has its own art style and I love that, but I don't think that the art style is doing it for people. Like, aesthetics is important these days. Capcom is making this RE engine work for them, Opel. Yeah. God damn. Does this stage not have the option to set between sunset and nighttime, Bionic, like Street Fighter 5 had with, I think it was Akuma stage? Bionic beating his way into the next game. 1-0 to Bionic. Arango Pedro needs to figure something out here. Jeez, these winner side matches are going by so quick. Irfan, I'm also hyped for Sagat, bro. I think out of all the DLC characters that they showed, Terry excluded because I'm a SNK standboy. Sagat looks like the most interesting character to come out of the DLC. And I hope you get Vega, bro. Like, I think that's going to be Season 3. I think Balrog and Vega is going to be Season 3. If we're looking at the release schedule, and this is just me thumb sucking in general, like, just looking at historical data about how they've released characters for Street Fighter 6. We got Bison. We're getting Sagat now. Then we're gonna get Vega. Jeez, dude, that means we might only get Balrog in Season 4. Oh, no, in Season 5. Shit. Damn. Because if they're releasing one of the 4 kings for every season, and if they do Vega next, or if they do Balrog next, that means that it's going to be even longer wait for Vega. Holy shit. Maybe we're going to pick up Sagat now. Time is against us, my guy. Like, that's one of the things that scare me the most when I think about modern fighting games. Arango Pedro switching gears. Not getting the pickup. But the shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. Take this throw so I can win the game. Paulo falling victim to the ODB mix. You might be dead before you see Vega, brah. Nah, you'll be around. You take care of yourself. You also one of them ones. Sup, Ned? Like, development cycles on games are so cack long these days. Like, the PS6 is almost out. Like, that's how long the PS5 has been out. It's insane, bro. This console has been out 5 years. It dropped at the end of 2020. It'll be 5 years at the end of this year. And I still feel like developers haven't been able to take advantage of this console's hardware purely because of how long the dev cycles are for games these days. Games no longer come out in 2 to 3 years. They come out like in 4 to 6 years. GTA 6 has been what? Oh, drops the combo. Arango Pedro leaving money on the table. He's about to get snatched. The Psycho Snatcher. I agree, my guy. I agree. Game releases for this current gen have been space and ass, but every now and then an Expedition 33 shows up and then you just feel like, yeah, glad to be alive right now to enjoy this masterpiece. And I definitely feel like Sandfall Entertainment must have like some DLC lined up. I'm currently playing through, I think it's either Route C or Route D for Neo Automata, and I'm trying to get to Route E so that I can be done with that game, because that game just peaked out of nowhere. Like, I wasn't expecting it to peak the way it did. And yeah, if you enjoy modern gaming, you can do a lot worse than Neo Automata when it comes to value for your money, because that game is absolutely amazing. It mixes so many good fighting tropes from traditional things in that genre to just taking genres that shouldn't exist together and just like throwing them all into a pot, mixing it all together, and you just have like this pochicos of like video game goodness. Oh, that game is just so just. Man, Arango Pedro, you were looking good there, buddy. You definitely showed that you were ready to take the fight to Apollo, but Apollo coming out the better of that exchange. Moving on into winners finals alongside Irfan is going to be Apollo. Interesting winners finals. Two people that are very familiar with each other. We are going to continue the action. Loser side is going to be Eagle Eye up against Murambi for that first losers quarters match. Then we're going to get Arango up against Freezy Pops, and then we're going to get that losers semis going, and then we'll go winners finals, losers finals, grand finals, all first to 3 matches. Dope action all around here this evening. Where is, I actually need to do this. I'm getting my wires crossed here, chat, and I'm gonna be angry with myself. I need to place this somewhere that is more accessible than it currently is. Let me do that. Okay, looks like match is about to get underway. Let's get your game screen. Update these names. Ooh, nobody home for the cannon spike. Oh, the overhead. Like, that overhead is money. Murambi is 2 and 3 on confirms from that overhead. Didn't get to show us much of what he can and is capable of with this character in that match against Irfan. But good start here. Looking a bit scrambly at times going into these interactions. Eagle Eye looking more and more comfortable as he gets deeper into this run. Ooh. Should have just gone for the hooligan, no mix. Would have been able to get some type of safe jump set up there. Murambi dirty with a cross up. Oh, the actions are so good. Gets to confirm. Has 3 stacks and the meter available. Gets the pick up. Look me in the eye and tell me you love me. Eagle Eye's life bar looking long for Eagle Eye on the receiving end. Okay, Eagle Eye. Character switch. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Aki. Interesting pick. Irfan, I want to see you live up to that claim, my guy. I want to see you give everybody the smoke. They must all catch the heat, bruh. You show them how it's done with Sagat. Harambe showing this Aki that the Satsui no Hado is going places. And it doesn't look like it's out of Crazy X's evening with that. Ooh, the disgusting DP. Harambe playing like a man possessed by his inner demons. Ooh, the patience could have gotten an extension off that crouch kick. Ahead with the life lead. Oh. Looking uphill for Eagle Eye. Losing that much health this quick into the round. Double perfect game set match. See, chat? I said that once shit gets started, that pools is normally slow out the gate, and then once that bracket is locked in, the action and the pace just picks up. These guys are swinging. Breezy Pops, Arango Pedro already in there. Okay. Bathurst Beach, it is one of my favorite stages. So here's our sunset stage, Bionic. Here's the stage where we get to see what Capcom can do with a sunset setting in a Street Fighter game. But it really does suck that we don't get the option. Maybe we should put that into the feedback when they ask us what our feedback is for the next what's that thing called? Buckler's Brawl or some cack like that. What is that Capcom thing? The thing did where they take like the player feedback and shit. I feel like a good quality of life change will be dynamic stages. That will be a just feature. You reckon Aki could win the matchup? She has the tools. Akuma, Aki has poison. Poison is a passive that does damage over time. She has good setups, good anti-airs. Yeah, I think so. I've also seen Hikaru play that character to a very high success rate in that matchup. So yeah, I definitely think so. Ooh, nobody home. Punk did give him his flowers. Punk said Jabi was onto something with the Terry. No! I think any character Jabi is going to play from that bold statement going forward. And when I say statement, I mean the fact that he beat Takedo in his home country after beating Takedo in his home country. Jabi definitely showed the world that his character picks in this game are on point when going into certain matchups. He played Chun-Li at Red Bull Kumite, beat Takedo, and then he played Terry. And like Jabi said, man, he's really gelling with the character. He feels like he has a character that he's really into right now. And I think he also said he's looking forward to Ingrid. She's a character that's on his radar, so I think if there's no Ingrid believers in the world and Jabi is one of them, I definitely think he'll be able to raise another nation, because we've seen Terry explode in the NA scene as well. There's a lot of pro players that just play this character, Riddles being one of them that you see quite often in TNS and in the American circuit. Punk has also played this character to a large success in his online rank sessions, but you know that, man, he like the waifus. That's what I also surmised when Jabi said that he's thinking of picking that character up when she comes. Like, I think he just wants to test what the character's kit is like, and if it is more or less the same to what he's looking for, then he's definitely gonna have that character as a secondary, because I don't think he'll drop Terry, because right now Terry must feel like he's one with the character, like they breathe the same air. Jabi's wife doesn't know it, but she's married to him and Terry at the same time. That's how personal Jabi's relationship is with Terry right now. But I feel like at pro level you can pick up any character, because Jabi's understanding of the game and how to play Street Fighter is layered. It extends beyond the character. It's him understanding how this game works, and then just being really talented as a fighting game player, and then also just putting the time in consistently. Juno, when you say Athena, are you talking KOF Athena? Because my brain fried there, bro. I was trying to think in which Capcom game there was an Athena. That's interesting, my guy. Super interesting. See how out of touch I am with Street Fighter 6 characters and Street Fighter lore in general, because I was playing SNK games at the time, guys. I was living my best life in the arcade, playing all sorts of things that were not Street Fighter. I think after Street Fighter Alpha 3, I fell off Street Fighter until Street Fighter 6 is the next Street Fighter game I played. I played a shit ton of Alpha 3 on PSP, but I've never played Third Strike, and forgive me, but I don't think Third Strike was as readily available in South Africa as King of Fighters was. You couldn't find Street Fighter cabinets as quick as you could find. Before I took Kak any further, Irfan, it is not winners finals now, my bro. It is Murambi versus Freezy. That's what's happening now. But winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals are all first to three. So it is gonna be Freezy versus Murambi. Freezy cool under pressure in that losers quarters match, advancing himself into losers semis up against Murambi. There they go. There the thing go. Action coming through thick and fast. As we get into this losers semis match, Freezy on the cam is switching from the success that was Terry in that losers quarters match. We're now be starting with a fireball pressure, you know, just to check the temperature. Is it freezing? Is it hot? Will he mix? Will he not? Mix it is. Oh, Freezy. Empty hooligan into the throw. Could have gotten a... yeah. You know, I saw it when that blue flash happened. I thought, oh shit, yeah, Freezy gets the big confirm into big damage, but it is Murambi now on the up and up in the corner. 50% of your life is gone. No reactions on the DI that time. Gets the pick up. Hard Tatsu knockdown. Freezy fighting out the corner. Woo! Where you going, bruh? Where you going? 100%, bruh. The SNK cabinets became lottery machines for games. Once they bootlegged the code, bruh, you had the same, like on TV Game we used to call it a 99 in 1. Arcade cabinets just became ROM slop, and that's when I stopped going to arcades, because you didn't find cabinets with new games. You just found ROM slop in every arcade, every corner store, every barbershop, and it was always this busted ass version of King of Fighters Ultra Super Max, where you could just super whole time, where meter, like the meter was made up and the supers didn't matter, because all you did with K quadruple 9 was just mash that stupid Akira super with the arm full screen, and then you couldn't interact. And then they play Rugal full screen death blows. Like, I think that was probably the blueprint for JP when Capcom thought, how can we make a character cuck annoying? Somebody was playing King of Fighters 2002 Magic Plus and saw Rugal's cuck, because that's definitely the bad guy energy that I get from JP. He got that Rugal Obrigado energy. Rainbow versions of SF was bootlegs and cheaper. Yep, 100% correct. That's why the CPS2 board made, man, Capcom was next level, bruh, with their fighting game technology. They kept pushing new cabinets, more RAM, more hardware, and SNK, because of their money problems in the 90s. I feel like SNK's entire history as a fighting game developer has just been littered with controversy and problems, because I think the foundations of the company was built on the fact that they poached talent from Capcom, but I think everybody was poaching talent that time, so fair game. But Takashi Nishiyama, who's the founding guy of Street Fighter, joined SNK, and I think when he left SNK, that's when shit fell apart in terms of their fighting games, because they were doing so well. Oh, Murambi doing so well with Desperation Impact finding its mark. Murambi 1 round away from moving on into losers finals for number 33. Qualifier number 4, Crazy 8's Freezy Pops. What you got? Yep. CPS3 boards were cack expensive, bruh. And they only shipped them to their most profitable territory, which was the States. That's why Street Fighter is the States. Freezy Pops, my guy. I know you got that young man reactions, bro. Why are you getting smoked? Irfan, keep talking shit to Murambi, because this man is playing like a man possessed, bro. This man want the run back. He want the smoke. Jeez. Murambi getting done in a hurry. Moving on. God damn. GG's Freezy Pops. Murambi gave you absolutely no time to get any type of game plan going. That man's foot was square on the gas and in your ass from the first 99 second, bruh. When the clock struck 98, bruh, that man's foot was just there. Just there. In your nut. But moving on is going to be Irfan up against Apollo CPT. This is winners finals. We also switch to Yara. No, fuck, no, leave the queue. Yes. Start room settings, talking cock, and then I forgot to change it. And now I start, and then I watch. What cock was I talking? Oh yeah, Irfan. Keep talking cock to Murambi. You're bringing out the demon, you're making that man play like a man possessed. Reset score, Irfan, Apollo, CPT. Switch. Oh boy, you nasty. So we are getting into the stale end of this crazy. It is going to be first to 3 action all the way. Apollo starting off nicely. Okay. Exclamation match Chirino. If you're lurking and you have the heart of a lion, you know, you want to practice your cheerful giver OS. Exclamation match Chirino. All money donated into the pot for the match Chirino this evening does go to tonight's winner. I'll be putting $5 into the pot myself for tonight, but next week is the big one. Okay, we are around a piece. Chains! Been a minute, Malani. How you doing, Gazi? Your Chains, I don't know if you've been lurking all time, but I was telling people earlier about how Apollo and Bionic are some of the nicest guys IRL that you'll ever meet. And then you show up in the chat. Another just super nice, bruh. I'm a big fan of the Kakashi jacket that you were wearing at Comic Con, Chains. Ooh! Irfan finding his stride, but not the kill. Confirm on that level 3. But the lunging forward splits kick. Sees Irfan take game number 1. Apollo, what's the adjustment? Is it a character switch? Sticking with edit is. Oh, Irfan playing absolutely clean, stopping the drive rush. Corner pressure, conditioning. Where's the shampoo? Looking to level up that throw meter to 3. Okay, Apollo, you have him in burnout now. Apollo applying pressure. Hold it. Hold it. Oh, why you spend it on that, brah? Maybe that was... Yeah, I was just about to say. Apollo taking into consideration if he goes to the DI, there's a chance that Irfan might react with super, so instead going for the Psycho Snatch. Trying to play the mind games, but all out. Spins the 3 stacks. Speed bag. Oh, 50% of your life bar now in the tail end. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Apollo seems to have made the right adjustments going into the second game, finding his stride now. Everything connecting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. As I say that, gets the throw. Psycho Snatch. That life lead is healthy. Oh, the level 1 on Wake Up. Ah, this man came to play. This man is bowling. You're gonna try sleeping more than 2 hours when the next tournament comes around. Breezy. I don't know why you're not sleeping properly, bruh, but get some rest, my guy. I say this as someone who recently fixed his sleep schedule. I was talking shit to people that were sleeping 7 and 8 hours and saying, yeah, I'm surviving on X amount. And I didn't know that, yo, bruh, the quality of life when you get enough rest is so much better. Holy shit. My energy is completely different, bruh. Did I notice how the coolest people in real life are absolute scumbags in Street Fighter 6? Absolutely. Absolutely, Murambi. Irfan as well. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet IRL, bruh. Absolutely disgusting with this Manon. Dude, you know what? Jabi, Sunny as well. Nicest people. Absolute scumbags at this game. I think you might be onto something there, Murambi. I think you need to submit that to a professor. Somebody needs to do a thesis on that shit, but oh no reactions that time. Oh, Apollo not afraid to dump the meter to keep himself in the winner's side. Does put Irfan in burnout. He's gonna get the green levels. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Psycho Snatch. Bob and sway. Okay. Irfan does it. He spends all of it. I respect the call. I respect it, Apollo. Okay. Irfan, all the meter in the world. Show me how you use it. Does have 3 medals of honor. As I say that, puts the 4th in the bag. This is getting scary. Don't let him grab you, Apollo. Don't be afraid of the throw. Don't be afraid of the throw. He's not gonna throw you. Hit him. Move him. Slide him. Do needs. Oh! The fear of 4 medals in this game cannot be understated. Irfan put the fear of God in that man when he saw that 4th medal clink up. Like, just the complete terror that is invoked when you see Manon has 4 medals in this game is enough to shut your brain down, bruh. It's like a concussion. You just don't have the reactions or the mind capacity to figure out what it is that you need to do. And Irfan going on an absolute tear right now. Did someone say my loyal fans? I'm a MILF enjoyer. Okay, Apollo has showed us when he has Irfan in the corner, he is able to get something started, but I think he's being mindful of the fact that he has so little drive. But oh, gets the kill, that side switch. And the kill. Okay, Apollo still alive, still in this thing. Looking for something with the Psycho Snatch. Bob and Sway. Oh! The reactions this time on point. Irfan churns up another medal. Oh, staggered pressure. Level 3 for the damage. Could potentially get the burnout here. Oh, calculations on point. The math is mathing. Gets the jump in into the corner. Next lickeny. That was not nice. Double P blessing. Father, Son, and the Holy Footer. Jeez. Apollo not out though. Does have a moment to consider his life's decisions moving on into the losers finals. Is Apollo, but waiting in grand finals now for the winner of this losers finals match. Is it a fun man? Jeez, it's looking long. (3-1). It is going to be Murambi in this losers finals match up against Apollo. I don't have a horse in this race, man. I feel like this one can go either way because both of these guys are nice like that, but Irfan just cranking it up, just going absolute monkey D. Luffy just switching gears in that second and third game after Apollo made it 1-1. Just going on an absolute tear. Jeez. Irfan looking clean. Apollo sticking with the end though. Okay, Apollo, I respect it. I respect it. You married men all like that. Your commitment is your commitment. Showing everyone that you'll finish what you start. You'll go down guns blazing. Oh, Murambi's keeping it hot right now. Crouch into something starters, but Apollo said, take this DP. I need to have a moment to think. We need to have a conversation about what it is that you are trying to execute here. Okay? I'm not here for that. I need you to give me space, let me breathe, respect me as a person. I have boundaries. But Murambi crossing every line. That drive bar might pay the price. I feel like Apollo showing Murambi a little bit too much respect right now, and I don't know if that is a Ed versus Akuma thing. But definitely had Murambi's drive bar on the ropes, and I feel like he could have just applied a little bit of pressure, even if it was with Psycho Snatch or some drive rush shenanigans. Oh, gets caught holding onto thin air. Clutch that straws on the end of that interaction did Apollo, but air to air now. Life about even. Okay. Low confirm. Into extension shenanigans. EX DP for the get off me. Hard Tatsu back center screen. Finds to confirm that overhead. I feel like Murambi did a misinput there. Could have gotten level 3, but does not need to spend but a bar. Murambi goes up 1-0. My bro, Irfan, this man is coming for you, my bro. You were talking trash to this man. You said to this man, show me. Now the man is. Now Apollo must get swah. No first to 3 Apollo. Loses finals, grand finals, loses. Winners, loses, grand finals. All first to 3, my guy. All of them. Freezy Pops instigating a Ryu pick in chat. Will it come? Is it gonna happen? Is it happening? And I absolutely agree with you. Chains, whenever there's my loyal fans, my guy, you pop off. Murambi's on a 5-win streak. I thought we were gonna see a character switch. This man asking in chat, is it first to 2 or first to 3? Almost like, yeah, I'm gonna switch a character and we're gonna set things straight here. Nope. We adding again. Like Apollo, you said earlier in chat that they made Ed a fair character. Was Ed really that broken to begin with? Because outside of like the truly top tier players with the character, the absolute specialists and loyalists of this character, I didn't see a lot of people picking this character up at a super high level just because of the fact that the execution required to play this character is there, man. He's definitely not a character that leans on the accessible side of playing him at a very, very high level. Murambi did not respect the DP. Does go down in that round by way of DP. Okay. Kill rush mix. 1-2, check your temperature. Oh, nice parry on the side. Okay. I like that Apollo is alternating between parries and jumps, showing that he is aware of the fact that he needs to rebuild that drive bar just a little bit more, get himself out of the orange, but spending some. Murambi finding the scrappy confirm into Adamant Flame. Oh, drops the combo though, Murambi. Why? Murambi showing flashes of greatness and then just dropping it, showing that the scrambles is where he wants to take this. That is such a sick combo. The animation on the OD Tatsu into the heavy Tatsu for the kill. Oh my lord, show me more. I feel like it's moments like that that make Street Fighter 6 such a dopamine game. Like, you can get smoked by your opponent, but every time you land your thing, it just gives you that feeling that makes you feel like wanting to try it again. Ah, Murambi using that Adamant Flame as a get off me too. Oh, got caught reaching, but Apollo burns himself out. Should go into level 3 here. Yep. Does have the CA version available. Is going to do an extra little bit of damage. The drive bar is recovering. Chip him out. Oh, just a little bit short on the Psycho Snatch. Oh, the A2A on the Fireball. Apollo overextending on the Psycho Snatch. Could have gotten some sort of other mix. I think he could have jumped in, maybe taken a different approach. Just played the spacing trap and keep. Irfan was telling me last night about proximity normals, right? So I don't play this game or study this game or any fighting game for that matter of fact to that degree of technical, right? And I feel like if I'm understanding proximity normals correctly, if Apollo had spaced the Psycho Snatch correctly, that would have worked as a proximity normal, right? Where he would have forced Murambi to block and respect him in that instance. And maybe after he connected with that one, there could have been an extra layer or two that he could have added, maybe just to build the drive bar back, because it was almost there. And I feel like it just fell apart. Certain normals will activate proximity guards sooner than others, or from further away. If I'm understanding what proximity guard is correctly, you are saying that I must respect it. It's a true block, right? Or a forced block that I have to respect. Am I understanding that correct? Ooh. See? Even old men like me can learn new things. And I feel like I'm beginning to peel the layers of technical on this game back. Like, the more I talk about the two people, like Freezy is one of them that is also just giving me information on a technical level about how certain interactions work in this game. And Murambi now, jeez, the Gal pick did not matter. This man is sitting on tournament point. That guy is looking under. Oh, wait! Apollo was looking for the Hail Mary on the OD flash kick, but the DI armoring all the way through. And Murambi getting what he wanted. The Muran back. Irfan born ready. That man did not need a second invitation to queue up for this grand final match. This man is saying, I need to go kiss my baby goodnight. Let's get this over with, my guy. Apollo going 0-3. God damn. I did not expect that shit to play out like that, chat. I thought we was gonna get a good back and forth. I thought that one was gonna go the distance. But Murambi playing like a man possessed. The Hado is one with Murambi. Shout out to the Shoto enjoyers. Ow. Woo! Oh, man with the tick in the chat. See? See? Ryu forward, heavy punch, has proximity got. Like, look at all the students of the tech in chat just lurking. That's what I love about fighting games, man. It always presents me with an opportunity to learn new things. Ooh. Okay. Murambi finding the wheels to the car. Taking the vehicle out of park. Ooh! Ooh! Spin it like Beckham. Woo! Disgusting. Okay. Which way did he go? Oh! Why? What's up with the demon flip? You get to confirm, cancel drive rush into stuff. You know what, Murambi? Fine, fine. Okay, bruh. Fine. I almost don't want to put the L next to this man's name because that man played like a winner. I did not know that, Top Man. Man, that adds such a layer of complexity to how interactions are going to work in my brain now. Like, I'm going to play against characters and wonder, like, what is their proximity normal? And I think the easiest way to figure out whether or not they know what it is to see what button they're throwing out in the neutral the entire time. Because if I can force you to block and respect my pressure the entire time by utilizing a certain button, it should be obvious which button you are choosing the entire time, right? And then the layer of complexity that gets added onto that is what other buttons are you mixing in? Okay, you're fine. takes one back as quick as Murambi was able to take it. Murambi does need to win 2 more games if he wants to reset the bracket and qualify on winner's side for Crazy 8's number 33 finals. It is. I'm uncertain right now. It's like, do I have my facts straight? Interesting pickup by you, Juno. Exposing Murambi in chat, saying that watching how Murambi interacts and what strings, he surprised himself when he got the pickup. Oh, on the command normals. Not the command normals, sorry, target combos. Sorry, Juno. Nice anti-air Irfan. Yes, in burnout. I was gonna say, Murambi, if ever you were going to let the DI rip, my guy, it would be now. I don't agree with the level 3 cash out though. I feel like you could have gone for a different setup because he's still in burnout. But I respect spinning the meter. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. You know, because he does it to you. And here's what always gets me about information like that, you know. You know it's coming, but you get hit by it anyway. It's like one of the most conundrumish things in fighting games. You're so hyper aware that it's coming that you get hit by it anyway, even though you're waiting for it so that you can do something about it. That's a cuck mad concept in fighting games. Okay. Ooh. Oh, Murambi! Rolling the dice, not hitting Snake Eyes. That man rolled a 6. Okay. Manon's theme for the motivation. Murambi up 2 games to Irfan's 1. Oh, Irfan looking to take back some of that momentum now. Looking for this push to the corner back mid-screen. But that's the thing about the grappler. Anytime a grappler is able to get in close, it's like the equivalent of being in the corner. Because you, ooh, gets caught reaching. Oh, the perfect parry. Not the punish I was expecting, but Irfan sniping those ankles, able to take a round, keep himself in this. Damn, got distracted by my phone lighting up. Not sure what that was, but maybe I should check. Let me check. It is my wife. But I can answer later. Cool. Where were we? Irfan! Equalizing things. It's 2-2 in grand finals for qualifier number 4 for Crazy 833. I want to see a reset, chat. I want to see Murambi reset things. Ooh! That is an interesting OS. I did not know that works like that. Yo, shout out Dex, RWM7 Arcade, and Bobman for the follow. I don't even know how you guys found the channel, but please tell your friends, your family, your loved ones, your exes that you didn't talk to, that couldn't said no in high school. You know? Just face everybody. We stream fighting games. We're trying to build a culture. Even the brother that used to coward you at the game shop. The brother taught you how to DP. If you were mashing the input for 2 years and didn't know. I tell everyone. Damn, Irfan getting the better of that exchange is in a position now to close out this grand finals. But Murambi needs to dig deep, man. Murambi, whatever you were doing in those other 2 games that you won, my brah, do it again. Oh, Irfan calling out the fireball. uh, 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 uh. That was the thing of beauty, chat. I enjoyed watching that entire max damage combo. Irfan absolutely clean. That man looking like... I don't know how many of you will remember this, and I thought twice about whether or not I should do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's good and clean and fresh. Tralala. Irfan looking absolutely clean, fresh from the laundromat all the way into winner's side. For your crazy eights. Let me put this man's name up there. All right, chat. So this is your bracket for next week. Winner's side: Noodles, Lalmac, Blader, Irfan. Loser's side: Wachu, Sequele, Uncle Weezy, Murambi. That is as banger of a bracket as you are ever going to get. So to all 22 of you that is in here right now, if you showed up for the last 4 weeks, right, and you thought the level of play kept rising and these guys put on a show, fucking hell. That's when you're emceeing and you're freestyling and you're about to drop a bar now, and then you fumble the word. That's what happened right there. I just pressed the fucking wrong button. But if you thought that the last 4 weeks was hype and that the action was off the absolute Richter scale, right? Next week is going to be absolute banger because I'm putting in $500, like in the match arena, 500 from me. Word on the street is that other people are also going to put money in, and we're going to get a top 3 payout. So anybody on this list, as history would have it, people playing in winner's side, your people in winner's side is always going to have the competitive advantage. So I mean, Noodles, Lalmac, Blader, Irfan. I mean, like, I'm looking at this bracket and I feel like anybody can take it, man. Anybody can. Like, goddamn. Did you miss the finals? What's gonna happen if Blader doesn't have land? Then Blader is going to DQ, my guy. He is going to DQ off the rip. It's just the way it is. Like last year when I did seasons beatings, right, and a couple of tournaments before that, we also had issues. Like Jabi was playing up against some other dude from Nigeria, and the connection was cucked because they were playing from a spot where they were playing with Wi-Fi. And like, I think I've burnt my hands enough in grand finals, money on the line, big stage type situations, and for competitive play in this game, the connection has to be flawless because you want everybody to feel like they're playing like the level. Everything is even. Everybody's on the same footing. Nobody's playing on the back foot, and that's why connections are so important. And that just throws back to what I said earlier, that I want to be alive, and I hope that I'm alive in my lifetime when Africa gets to play together as a nation, and we actually get to see the size and scope of the true FGC. Like, Africa as a continent is bigger than Europe and the United States put together. Like, imagine if we had the connect. Can you imagine what an African league will be like for Street Fighter if we all had the same internet connection, like as a baseline? Can you imagine what our brackets would look like? Then we'd get like full on tournament level entrance where you're getting like 20, 40, 50, 60 plus people entering a bracket, the viewership would grow. I feel like esports orgs would sprout up left, right, and center because internet access is still an issue on the great continent of Africa, but it is not an issue on our continent. Is love for fighting games, man. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna go away. I was saying to my good homie Irfan in that hour and 20-minute call we had last night that Noodles has been cooking your ass, Lyle. That man has been teabagging you disrespectfully and getting into your head with all sorts of mind games, in-game trash talk. Like when I say in-game trash talk, I mean like while he's playing against you, then he will do that. Looks like he's back there, like he's slowly dashing backwards in a crouching position, teabagging you, making it look like he's buffer. I don't really know what he's doing, but it looks kind of disrespectful when he's doing it because it looks like he's getting into your head and you're getting angry and like you're just doing uncharacteristic shit that you wouldn't do in a matchup that you were playing against someone else. Like Noodles just had your number, bruh. And yeah, you're gonna have to conquer that demon, my guy. You're gonna have to figure out what it is you need to do in that Ken matchup. He does have a Cammy as well. I think Noodles has a DJ as well. So I mean, he has a Mai as well. So there's just like a broad range of matchups that you need to be prepared for next week, because it's either gonna be taking names and kicking ass, or it's gonna be a long night for you, bruh, because that match, I feel like it's gonna set the tone of your evening. Who does Noodles main at the moment? It's a roll of the dice, man. It's like Apollo. They got names on the dice of the characters that they can play, and then like when the matchup comes, they just roll the dice and say, I like Mai in this match. Mai, go. I choose you. Pokemon type shit. But it is 20 minutes past 9 now, guys. Thanks to all of you for showing up this evening. Shout out to everyone in chat. Let me see who's on Twitch right now, because I do love to support our community. Anybody that's streaming. Okay, let's see who we got. Okay, none of the local homies is streaming. I don't know if you guys are into Devil May Cry 5, because BK Brent is streaming. Like, he's mad decent in that game. Kizzy K is playing Street Fighter 6. Let's see if we browse by category. SV6 way for Artao. Nah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night. You guys can decide whether or not you guys want to go watch some more fighting games. But for me, you guys have been amazing. I am 5. Next week we are in the finals for Crazy 8. That bracket is looking absolutely ridiculous. I'm looking forward to that. But for me, peace, love. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Until next week, peace.
Check it, we gon' run through the mix. They spot as soon as I dash out. Get your bars up, I'm basically about to cash out. Everybody worthy until they fade in the background. Think you in an early MC and do all the crash down. Back down, hit them with the classics. Vinyl on the cabinet, let me hear how to wax skip. I just press a button and you can see the reaction. Flex on everybody, but uppercut in the flash kick. Back to the era where the sticks is busted, where they screaming at the set appearance. Let's go, Justin! This that Umesh show where you get on the back of a jump in. Say that you believe I trust it. Take them on a run back city. I'm too risky to let the comeback hit me. Dug
exit. Only way they can catch this, unlimited freshness. My drive on 10 and they can't understand. When home became a family man, came back better than ever. Modding it, I consider the classic. Dynamics since the 90s, I'm still a creature of habit. In overdrive since I left my ex behind. Who wants smoke? Put 100 yen next to mine. In Akihabara, make arcades look like crime scenes. Make it sound epic like they piped in Goldstein. Level 8 difficulty, so is the rhyme scheme. Friday night fresh, catch an L on the live stream. Catch me labbing all day long. I'm Fei Long when in the hands of Jay Wong. Or Daigo when I flow, I mix songs. Get your price sticks, cause once again it's on.
You already know what it is. I need everybody in this room to stand up. Stand up. Everybody on that feet, let's show 'em how we do this. Y'all ready?
Once again it's on.
Tricky until you see that shimmy.